Hey guys, I don't have an intro. I don't have a video. I just have me at a loss for words and wanting to talk with some people because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one feeling this way. Uh, we found out today the news that WWE star known to us as Bray Wyatt has passed away at the age of 36. And the information came to us through a Triple H tweet. I will share that with you guys. As you guys can see, around 6:32, we just found out about it not even an hour ago. Triple H tweeted, "I just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotonda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Windham Rotonda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away earlier today. Our thoughts are with his family, and we ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time. I don't want to speculate. I don't want anybody in the chat to speculate. We don't have the details. We don't know anything, and I don't think that this is the right time to speculate. Um, I think that this is time to just kind of like, I don't know. I just wanted to get together and talk with you guys for a little bit because this is just, I don't know how to react. I don't know what to think. I We know that he's been dealing with an illness, and we did hear that it was quite a serious illness. We lost Terry Funk yesterday, in losing Bray Wyatt, and obviously you guys know my history with wrestling. I share it with you guys a lot, but I am more of a recent 2014 like that's when I really started watching WWE nonstop. And I would be lying if I told you that Bray Wyatt is not one of those big influences. Bray Wyatt played a character that I enjoyed in uh every version that we got from Bray Wyatt. I enjoyed. He was captivating. He was, I feel like a genius, like a creative genius when it comes to the things that he was booking. The Firefly Funhouse. I might go live later tonight with my Demonites only and do a watch along of the Firefly Funhouse segments. WWE has a video in which they compile all of the Firefly Funhouse segments. The whole point that I'm trying to get at, and I'm sorry if I just not good with my words tonight, but this one hurts. This one hurts more than I can describe. And we've had a few people in the last recent years that have been taken from us too soon that are still that were still part of the active roster. Hopefully Brody is waiting for Bray with arms wide open and they're finally reunited again. But you guys know the loss of Brody while he was in AEW. We had the loss of Jay Briscoe just earlier this year. And I know that we were talking about it yesterday. We go through all these times together here, right? We celebrate each other's but you guys know how we do it in this channel. And this one, I'm just sitting here and I just had a loss for words, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go live and just talk my thoughts through because just Bray just isn't just anyone. Like to me, like Bray was a big influence in things that I love. I got to witness so many big moments. I got to meet him and have one of the most incredible out of character conversations with Bray Wyatt. Believe it or not, it was about horror films. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm like, share favorite match, favorite moment, what favorite character Bray had. He gave us so fucking much, you guys. He gave us so much. But when I met him and we just started talking about horror films, you guys know I'm a big horror film fan. And we just talked about our favorites. We talked about, because I asked him, this was in Dallas last year, the first time that I was able to have like a real life, non-interview, non-character interaction with Bray Wyatt. And I asked him, there was rumors that he was filming a horror film. I think you guys remember when these rumors were out there. So I asked him about it, and I said, because at that point we didn't know he was coming back. This was before that incredible Extreme Rules, which some of you guys were there for the watch along, that unveil of Bray coming back at Extreme Rules. There's so many Bray moments that would just forever live in my brain rent free because he was just that incredible. But we didn't know if he was coming back. And I was like, well, if you don't come back to wrestling, are you just going to stay making, horror movies? He was so nice, so gentle. Like, and it's like funny because you see him and he plays a dark character and he's such a big, scary guy, right? And he was so wholesome when I talked to him. He was so nice. I was trying to find him at, yes, he does have kids. I was trying to find him at WrestleCon. Was it WrestleCon? Yeah, and I couldn't find the room where they had him at, and I thought I was gonna miss meeting him. And he is somebody that I went out of my way to meet. And he was in a different room. He wasn't even in his setup where he was taking the pictures. And I was like, "Oh my God, there you are!" I thought I was gonna miss you. He's like, "No, I'm right here." And we had, like I said, a great conversation about horror films and how the creative process for horror film could also work for wrestling. He was just, he's a legend. Like I said, the Firefly Funhouse segments were amazing. The Fiend, I was there the first time that the Fiend showed up on Monday Night Raw. He attacked Finn Balor. One of my most popular videos on this channel. Um, is when he came back, his entrance at SummerSlam, when he's the very first time we saw him enter the ring as the Fiend. Clown Dude in the chat. I truly wish that I wasn't making this live, or that I was not, that this wasn't real. My good friend Stellar Justin Lopez, I was doing a live show in a different channel. My good friend Stellar Justin Lopez messaged me a screenshot of the Triple H tweet. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, we're wrapping up the live. I look at the screenshot, and if you guys want me to be honest, my first thought was this screenshot is a hoax. So I immediately got on Twitter, searched Triple H, and there was the tweet. And then I read it like 10 times, thinking, like, am I reading this right? Is this the right? Like, it didn't feel real. My second thought was to message my mom before she found out from social media, because trust me when I tell you this, my mom is a huge Bray Wyatt fan. So I wanted her to know. Um, like I said earlier, I don't want to speculate. We were aware that he was dealing with a life-threatening illness. It's the last that we heard. The last time, my source is Triple H. My source is Triple H, and I'll go ahead and put it back on the screen for you guys. The tweet has millions of views at this point. Let me refresh it and get the real time data on it. This tweet has 5.9 million views. It was posted today at 6:32 p.m. Again, just received a phone call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotonda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotonda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away earlier. Our thoughts are with his family, and we ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time. Um, it's not. It's not a. This is not the kind of lives uh that anybody want to make. I want to thank Diglets for the $20 super chat. R.I.P. 30 Funk. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. Long live Bray Wyatt. Long live the Fiend. Every pay per view, I envision the Fiend popping out of nowhere and causing mayhem. This is a sad day today. I did too, and I honestly always wanted to see the Fiend come back. I don't have I liked this last character that we saw from Bray, because we saw him come out and cut promos just as Bray, and that is not something that we have ever gotten from him. But I like the Fiend a lot. I like the original Bray Wyatt a lot. I just liked everything that Bray Wyatt did. As of right now, the last time that we saw him, I have it right here actually. I pulled it up. The last picture I ever took of Bray was at the press conference in San Antonio after the lights out match with LA Knight. That will be his last match, and LA Knight is Bray's last opponent. I seen some reactions from the wrestling world. I saw a tweet from Alexa Bliss, and she says the exact same thing that we're saying. I have no words. Alexa Bliss was extremely involved in Bray Wyatt's storyline, as you guys know, with the Fiend. Um, saw a couple of tweets from. Let me scroll through Twitter and see how the wrestling world is reacting. But I feel like this one, what can be said? Let me know in the chat your favorite Bray Wyatt character. Let me know your favorite Bray Wyatt moment. I did post that picture, that video of. I don't know if you guys remember. It was, I think it was a Raw after Mania when he teamed up with Roman Reigns and he hit the Sister Abigail and Roman hit the spear. And I thought that was one of the sickest combinations finished to a match ever. Thanks again so much, Three Diglets. If we find out that they will do a GoFundMe, or there's any kind of way to donate to his family, or any charity of that family's liking, any money that we make from this stream, I will donate to that. So thank you for the super chat. I don't know what donations are being made right now, but as soon as I find out, I will not have a problem donating anything that we make on tonight's live stream towards, whether it's a family, whether it's a charity of their choosing. We'll get it sorted out. Um, the six man at the chamber. Yeah, they recently had a baby. I mean, his babies with JoJo's are um man, I love that program. Anyone but you, Roman. Anyone but you. And you know what? I love that. You guys know Roman is my favorite. I love his story with Randy. Going into the WrestleMania, the first one, 33, where Randy burned down the compound. That is something that I truly, truly appreciate. I'll never forget seeing the Firefly Funhouse for the first time and thinking, what in the mind fuck am I watching? Why is Bray being so nice? And how the episodes of the Firefly Funhouse just got darker and darker, building towards that amazing reveal from the Fiend. Thank you so much, Three Kings, for the 499 super chat. I stopped watching wrestling in 2014, and Bray Wyatt brought me back with Firefly Funhouse skits. They were so interesting that I had to go back and watch. Like I was saying, there, if you look it up, there is an entire episode. I think it's like 40 minutes long on WWE's YouTube, where you can watch all of the Firefly Funhouse episodes back to back. I actually have it downloaded. Let me see if I can show you guys. I actually have it on my YouTube downloads. I go back and watch that all the time. It's I'm with you on that. That is like totally worth watching. But like a million times. Like Bray Wyatt is so freaking good. I have too many things on my downloads. The whole point is that I have that downloaded. Seth versus the Fiend. Yeah, not my favorite. You know what I'm surprised none of you guys have brought up is that, speaking of mindfuck, the what was it called? Was it the Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena? That shit was wild, and I guarantee you the two of them put that match together. Majestic Marie, what's going on? There's a lot of you guys watching. Thank you for just being here with me, and I just live trying to sort through my thoughts with you guys because I just didn't know how to act. I didn't know what to think. And I was like, what if I just go live and talk about Bray Wyatt and talk about how I'm feeling? I'll be lying if I told you I didn't cry, because I did cry as soon as I read it, as soon as I was letting my mom know. But it's more of a numb, this can't be real feeling. I don't know that it's hit me yet. And this is, I would put I would put Bray on a top 10 for me, maybe even top 5, current or all time. That's how much I appreciate it. And me being a horror movie junkie, I feel like Bray understood exactly how to bring those two things together. And when the Fiend first showed up, it was an episode of Raw in Long Island, Nassau Coliseum, I think we were. He attacked Finn Balor, and that is one of the coolest freaking things I ever seen live. Another really cool thing that I seen live. Thank you so much, Ricky, for the $10 super chat. He said, "Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt, one of the best creative minds in wrestling. No doubt, nobody's doing it the way that Bray Wyatt did it." And Fredsomania with a Canadian $2. There's a donation. Feel free to use it. RIP. Like I said, I'm gonna tally up the super chats, and as soon as we figure out where we can donate, that's where this will go, because it doesn't feel right to like be taking donations, but we will donate them. The Fiend's first entrance at SummerSlam, I was gonna say, one of the coolest things that I ever saw. I was with my nephew, and this was WrestleMania 32. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, The Rock cut a promo on him and squash Eric Rowan." The cool thing about that is that when the Wyatt family came out and they turned the lights off in AT&T Stadium, and everybody, all the buzzers, like with the lights and the cell phones, everybody turned on their cell phones to the point that we didn't even need the lights. And I don't know if I'm gonna put together a video. I have so much Bray Wyatt moments because every event that I attended, if it was there, I recorded it. So maybe I'll put together a video, some of my favorite Bray Wyatt moments live. Bear Hudson, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, "Look at your profile picture has been the Fiend for the longest time." And he said, "Thank you for doing this stream. I'm completely devastated by his loss and can't stop crying about this. Bray was incredible, human, and person. Gone too soon. Gone too soon." You know what other match I like that might be underrated is the swamp match with Braun. It was during the pandemic era, and that's when we saw Alexa Bliss finally kind of like being teased into the storyline. That match wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. Thank you for the 9.99 donation, Blake. Again, if you guys are just now joining us, any super chat will be donated as soon as we find out if there's gonna create a GoFundMe for his family or if there's a charity of their choosing. We don't have a lot of information on this. That is top three Bray Wyatt matches for me. The Hell in a Cell match against Roman Reigns. If I have to sit down, yeah, Bear, I'm thinking about it. I was actually thinking about doing like some kind of watch along where we just watch some of our favorite Bray moments. So we'll figure it out and we'll get it going. But that is the match that I would first watch if I had to like say I'm gonna watch my favorite Bray Wyatt matches. His Hell in a Cell with Roman was incredible. The Leader of Worlds. Oh my god, the Leader of Worlds. I'll never forget when he helped Matt Hardy win. It's really funny right now because I feel like remembering these moments and the fact that we're not gonna get him again. I feel like it's like a 50-50 when I love that we're I love that we are remembering this, but at the same time, I can't believe that he's gone. So it's like a mind fuckery happening right now. I want to give a special shout out to Greg Sherry Brand. That's the show that I was doing live, and I'm sorry that it ended how it ended. I found out as soon as he hit end live. I saw the tweet. I let them know, and I kind of bounced out of there. But I want to thank you for the invite. I want to let you know that I had a lot of fun. Hope to do it again, and thank you for the 199 donation. Still shocked when you told me. I guess it must have shown on my face because I was on the live stream with these guys and somebody said, "Isa, is everything okay?" And I'm like, "No, nothing is okay right now." Thank you so much, Greg, for the donation. And the Little Worlds was amazing. So campy, but dumb, but so much fun. Bray versus The Undertaker. My God, can you think about the Bray Wyatt entrance at that WrestleMania? Imagine if we had gotten that entrance at night. I think about that every day. I think I have a tweet where I'm like, "Do you ever wake up at 2 a.m. thinking about how cool that entrance would have been if it was dark out?" Because I love that entrance with daylight. If you guys remember, it's the entrance where he's coming out and there's like this scarecrow, like what do you call him? Like the people that scarecrows, right? Is that what they're called? Anyways, there was like this scarecrow, and he walked by them. They would come to life. That entrance was sick. That entrance was so fucking sick. Um, Swamp Bray Wyatt would always be the best. I think every Bray Wyatt would always be the best. You know what I mean? I can't believe he's gone, and I just want to send my thoughts and prayers to everybody in his family. I if they wanted to do an entire SmackDown episode honoring them, I wouldn't even be opposed to it. Jordy with the 4.99 super chat. He says SmackDown's doing a 10 bell salute for both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. It's too many back to back bad news, and man, this one is tough. I would assume so, Jordy. They have to. I feel like they have to put some kind of video package, not just 10 bell. Bray has been such an important part of WWE for so long now. Remember when he won the title, Elimination Chamber? That was fun. Like a lot of us didn't think that we would see Bray win the World Championship, and he won it more than once. I'm scared to. I don't even want to think. I don't even want to think about it. Um, like I said, I was trying to watch the timeline as people are just reacting to this, but there's all kinds of tweets. I saw a Damian Priest tweeted out. I saw a lot of people. I mean, my timeline right now is basically honoring of Bray Wyatt, and I love it, and I can't believe it at the same time. There's a picture of him with JoJo, and there appears to be four little babies in that picture. So not only did we lose a legend in professional wrestling, but we're talking about kids that are gonna grow up without their dads. JoJo is gonna raise his babies without him. Like, this is sad. The Wyatts versus the Shield is forever a classic. Thank you so much, George Blocks, for the $2 super chat. He says SmackDown's gonna feel different tomorrow. It is, because we have all been waiting for him to come back, and we are well aware of the fact that he's dealing with an illness at the moment. But we're all thinking he's 36, he's healthy, um, he's gonna come back, right? There's a video of him that went viral during WrestleMania. Thank you, George. During WrestleMania week, in which he like somebody drive by him and they're like, "Hey, are we gonna see you, Bray?" And um he looked just fine. You know what I mean? He looked just fine. So Blake Dragon with a 9.99 super chat says, "I can't believe this. My heart is so broken so badly. Bray is my absolute favorite wrestler. There will be no one like him ever. He made me love to watch wrestling again." A lot of us, Blake, a lot of us watch a lot of wrestling for Bray Wyatt. I would say the Hell in a Cell match with Roman Reigns. I think I will watch all of his, what would they call? I can't even think right now. The cinematic matches, the Firefly Funhouse match, the Swamp match. There's a couple of matches that I think I wanna go back and watch. Uh, that Elimination Chamber match was very good when he finally won the WWE Championship. WrestleMania 30 against John Cena. Although I always felt that Bray should have won that match. Thank you again, Blake. Um, I need to process the news. I don't know that it's hit me. I feel like this numbness and this weird, it can't be real. I told you when I got the screenshot on my phone, I honestly thought that it was a fake screenshot and a hoax, and I was gonna text my friend back and be like, "Stop texting me this bullshit," you know. Peacock is ass. I wish we had WWE Network. I don't know how many of you guys um can still have the WWE Network subscriptions, but there you could find a specific superstar and be able to pull that up. Mike, that's a Myrick, that's a really good point. Imagine Eric Rowan, my thoughts and prayers with him right now, losing both Brody and now Bray. I Yeah, Samantha, you're in Canada, so I'm pretty sure back when I had the WWE Network, you could find your favorite superstar, and it would kind of like showcase some of their matches. I think I'm gonna find the link to that Firefly Funhouse video before I sign off for the evening. For now, if I feel like going live later with a watch along of some Bray Wyatt things, I'll let you guys know. I feel like we all need to process, and obviously, we don't have enough information. I don't want to speculate. I do know he was dealing with an illness. We all know he was dealing with an illness. We don't know what that illness is. It's gonna be very eerie to watch the last promos that he cut on SmackDown, when he came out and talked about the mental health issues that he also had to deal with throughout the loss of Brody. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, all I can tell you guys watching right now is this one hurts. This one hurts. Bitmoon, thank you so much for the 4.99 super chat. And again, I know I said it a few times, but all super chats will be donated to the family or whatever charity they wish donations to go to. We don't have any information, so we don't know if they're going to create a GoFundMe for his family. But if they do, I'll be sure to tally this up and send a donation their way. Shattered, legend at the top of his game. I posted a picture that I took with Bray the day that we had that horror movie conversations that I was telling you guys about. Um, I'm in complete shock, possibly denial. I hope he goes into the Hall of Fame this year. Thank you so much, Linter, for the $1.99 super chat. Bray should not won that match. Y'all are crazy. Well, with John Cena in your profile picture, I can understand why you would think that. Will be a $1.99. Paul Braun also. He has Bray's his Bray's son godfather. I never even knew that actually. That's like new information to me. I didn't know that he was Bray's son godfather. Cena winning a media 30 is the right call. Everybody feels their own way. Lindre, thank you for the super chat. I still think that it should have been Bray, and a lot of people think that because they had. I wonder, there's a lot of what ifs in wrestling, and if the pandemic had not hit, how do you guys think a Bray, the Fiend, and Cena match would have gone on a normal match? Like, there's so many what ifs, and that is one of them for me because I love the Firefly Funhouse match, and technically speaking, Cena lost. So we ultimately did get that right call. But I wonder if they would have let the Fiend go over Cena if we would have had the normal WrestleMania we were supposed to have. We'll never know. There's not much that I can add to everything that I've said outside of don't speculate. Another thing that I wanted to say is life is short. Make sure you tell the people that you love them. Make sure that you hug someone, your pets. Make sure that you're a big wrestling fan the way that we are on this channel. Go and watch some of your favorite Bray Wyatt moments. Share them on the internet. A lot of really good Bray Wyatt appreciation happening on social media right now. So if you're a Bray Wyatt fan, it can be appreciated. A little Walter Mercado never hurts anyone for a little sending positive prayers, thoughts to friends, families, fans. So I do think that we need to send some Walter.
Y que Dios los bendiga a todos, hoy, mañana y siempre. Y que reciban de mí siempre paz, mucha paz. Pero sobre todo mucho, mucho, mucho amor.
Tornado Anthony, thank you for supporting me over on Greg's channel today. He says, I'm heartbroken. I met Bray in FCW before he was Bray, back in the day. I'm just in true shock. I don't want to believe it. He was a great guy. He really was a great guy. Bray Wyatt. His legacy is going to go on forever. And I know that a lot of people are still finding the news. I think I know people that are currently on their way to the UK that are going to land to this news. Like, this whole thing is crazy and unexpected. I just wanted to go live and just kind of like run through my thoughts with you guys. I'm not doing an outro. I didn't do an intro. This is a different kind of video, but I needed to talk to someone because I couldn't process what it is that I was watching. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I just want to let you guys know that Bray Wyatt, if I had to say my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, Bray Wyatt is there in my list. And this one, not only that, met him, interacted with him. This one hits hard. And I don't think it hits hard just because I got to meet him. I think everybody that's a fan of his work is probably anybody that's a fan of wrestling and the creative process that go behind wrestling should be hurting a little bit. So if you guys are brand new, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and go and post on socials your favorite Bray moment, your favorite Bray match, and let's keep this legacy alive forever. And I am going off air, no outro. Love you guys. Look at me. Look at me. I love you guys. I love every single one of you guys that hangs out with me, not just today, for all the watch alongs. I appreciate you. I'm sending all of the hugs. Make sure you hug your little ones extra tight. Give your pet a hug. Call someone, tell them you love them, because life is so short and can be taken away so easily. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. And if I can sleep, maybe I'll go live and watch some Bray Wyatt stuff. We'll see. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Like I said, this one hits hard. I love you guys. Have a great night. Until next time. Adios.